The first president, George Washington. Our story begins many years ago in the 18th century, long before the world was filled with the sounds of busy cities and the hum of bustling machines. Picture a land of quiet forests, gentle rivers, and rolling hills, where nature moves at its own slow and steady pace. This was Virginia, a place where a young boy named George Washington grew up, surrounded by the calm beauty of the outdoors. From an early age, George was a thoughtful and steady child. He was curious about the world but never rushed. Instead, he took his time to listen, to observe, and to learn. The soft rustling of leaves and the distant songs of birds were his companions as he wandered the countryside, growing in wisdom and strength. George Washington was not just known for his courage on the battlefield or in politics. He was also admired for his calm, thoughtful nature, a quiet steadiness that comforted those around him during times of great change and uncertainty. Imagine a man who did not need to raise his voice to lead, but instead inspired confidence through steady actions and a gentle presence. At a time when the 13 American colonies were seeking freedom and independence, the world was full of hope but also great uncertainty. The young nation was like a fragile seedling, needing careful nurturing to grow strong. When George Washington was chosen as the first leader of this new country, he accepted the role with deep humility and a quiet sense of duty. Washington understood that leadership was not about power or fame. It was about serving others with kindness, respect, and patience. He worked gently to bring people together, to help build bridges between differing ideas and hopes. His goal was not to rule with force but to guide with wisdom, to help the young country find its way like a steady hand leading a small boat through calm and sometimes choppy waters. Imagine sitting beside a warm fire in a simple cabin, the flames flickering softly as someone tells stories about Washington's life. You might hear about his love of nature, how he enjoyed walking through the quiet woods, feeling the earth beneath his feet, and watching the sky change colors at sunset. You could learn about his care for his family, the gentle way he supported those close to him, and his unwavering determination to build a future based on fairness, justice, and respect. One of the most remarkable parts of Washington's leadership was his decision to step down after 2 terms as president. This act, quiet and humble, helped set a peaceful tradition of transferring power without conflict or unrest. Imagine the gentle strength it takes to say, "My work here is done," and to step aside for someone new to carry the torch forward. This peaceful transfer of power became one of the most important cornerstones of democracy, a quiet promise that leadership would be temporary and shared, not held tightly by one person forever. As you listen, picture the soft light of a new dawn breaking over the horizon, a gentle glow that carries the promise of a fresh start, just as George Washington helped the young nation begin its journey. The morning mist rises slowly from the quiet fields, the air is cool and still, and everything feels possible. Feel this calm hope settle deep in your heart, like a gentle breeze that smooths the surface of a still pond. Imagine the peace that comes from knowing that even in times of great change, steady hands and kind hearts can guide the way. Washington was a leader who did not need to shout to be heard. Instead, his strength came from quiet courage and a thoughtful spirit. He listened carefully before making decisions and took time to understand the needs of those he served. His life reminds us that true leadership is not about noise or haste, but about patience, respect, and steady care. As your breath slows, imagine walking slowly through the gentle hills of Virginia with George Washington, feeling the soft earth beneath your feet and the warmth of the sun on your face. Hear the distant call of birds and the whisper of the wind through the trees. Let yourself be wrapped in the quiet peace of this moment, where history moves at a slow and gentle pace. Now, as you prepare to rest, carry with you the calm confidence that comes from knowing the first steps of something great were taken with quiet dignity and care. George Washington's story is one of gentle strength, a reminder that even the largest journeys begin with small, steady steps. Let this calm hope and steady kindness fill your heart as we slowly prepare to meet the next president, continuing our peaceful journey through the history of America's leaders. Breathe deeply and softly now, letting the quiet rhythm of the past soothe you gently toward rest. Thomas Jefferson, the gentle visionary. Now, as the soft morning light grows brighter and gently spills across the quiet landscape, let us slowly turn the page to a new time, a new chapter in the story of this young nation. We move to the era of Thomas Jefferson, a man whose spirit was full of gentle dreams and quiet determination. Thomas Jefferson was many things: a writer with a calm, steady hand, an architect who saw beauty in balance and harmony, and a thinker who believed deeply in the power of freedom, knowledge, and kindness. He is perhaps best known as the author of the Declaration of Independence, a document that speaks softly but clearly about liberty, equality, and the rights of all people. Imagine Jefferson sitting at a simple desk bathed in warm morning light. His pen moves deliberately, each word carefully chosen. He wrote with hope, crafting ideas that invited people to imagine a world where freedom was a gentle gift, extended to every person with respect and care. His words were not hurried or harsh but flowed like a calm river, steady and clear. Beyond his writing, Jefferson found peace in the quiet beauty of nature. Picture him walking slowly through the gardens of Monticello, his beloved home in Virginia. The air is fresh with the scent of blooming flowers and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. He would pause often, admiring the trees he had planted with his own hands, each one a symbol of growth and patience. The house itself, with its graceful columns and balanced design, reflects Jefferson's love for harmony and thoughtful planning. Jefferson believed that education was the foundation of a peaceful and prosperous society. He quietly supported schools and libraries, believing that knowledge could open doors to new possibilities for every person. Imagine a small village schoolhouse, where children sit quietly, eager to learn about the world and their place in it. Jefferson dreamed of a nation where everyone had the chance to grow, to learn, and to contribute with kindness and understanding. During his time as president, Jefferson led with a gentle hand, always careful and deliberate in his decisions. One of his greatest achievements was the peaceful expansion of the country through the Louisiana Purchase. This vast land to the west was acquired without conflict, a gift of new space for the nation to grow slowly and steadily. Picture wide open plains stretching out under a soft sky, waiting patiently for new life and new stories to begin. Imagine yourself sitting on a soft hilltop, the warm glow of the setting sun painting the landscape in shades of gold and rose. The air is still and calm. This is the land that Jefferson helped to protect and cherish, a place of quiet promise and gentle possibility. His life and leadership remind us that true strength often comes not from loud words or forceful actions, but from dreaming with kindness, building with care, and caring deeply for both people and the places they call home. As you breathe in this gentle vision, let yourself feel connected to the slow unfolding of a peaceful future, a future shaped by thoughtful hearts and steady hands. Let the calm confidence of Thomas Jefferson fill your mind, like a soft breeze that carries the scent of blooming flowers and the promise of new beginnings. Now, as the day gently fades to evening, and the stars begin to twinkle softly above, we prepare to continue our peaceful journey. We will soon meet the next leader, whose story will also bring calm and quiet inspiration. Breathe deeply now, feeling the steady rhythm of history unfolding softly, like a gentle lullaby that invites you to rest. Abraham Lincoln, the patient leader. Now, as we turn the gentle pages of history, we arrive at a time of great challenge for the young nation, yet also a time filled with deep hope. This is the era of Abraham Lincoln, a man whose life and leadership were shaped by quiet resilience and steady determination. His story is one of patience, kindness, and the enduring belief that even in the hardest times, peace and unity can be found. Imagine a small, simple log cabin nestled in the peaceful woods of Kentucky, where Abraham Lincoln spent his earliest years. The cabin is modest, with soft sunlight filtering through the trees and the gentle sounds of nature all around, birds singing, leaves rustling in the breeze. In this humble home, young Abraham learned valuable lessons about hard work, honesty, and the importance of caring for others. His childhood was marked by simplicity, yet filled with a deep curiosity about the world and a strong sense of right and wrong. As he grew older, Lincoln's mind and heart expanded with the same slow, steady care he had learned from his surroundings. He taught himself to read by the soft light of the fireplace, sometimes using just a single book to explore the vastness of knowledge and ideas. Picture him sitting quietly, eyes bright but calm, turning pages with patience and a thirst to understand. Years later, when Lincoln became the President of the United States, he found himself leading a nation deeply divided. The country was torn apart by differences, tensions, and uncertainty, much like a tree split by a fierce storm. But Lincoln, with his thoughtful and gentle spirit, sought not to deepen the divisions, but to heal them. His leadership was not marked by loud speeches or harsh words, but by a calm, steady voice full of hope and kindness. Imagine Abraham Lincoln standing quietly, gazing out over the wide fields of Illinois, a place where he spent many reflective hours. The tall grasses sway gently in the wind, and the sky stretches endlessly above, a vast canvas of soft blues and warm sunlight. In these moments, Lincoln thought deeply about freedom, unity, and the shared dreams that could bind people together despite their differences. One of Lincoln's most memorable contributions was his ability to express hope with simple, powerful words. The Gettysburg Address, for example, was not a long or complicated speech. Instead, it was a gentle whisper of a message, a reminder to all that the nation was founded on the belief that all people are created equal and deserve to live in peace. Imagine hearing those words spoken softly, like a quiet prayer carried on the wind, inviting everyone to remember their common bonds and shared future. Lincoln's leadership was also marked by remarkable patience. Even when the times were darkest, when the country faced war and loss, he held on to the belief that dawn would come again. Picture him in his office, late at night, sitting by the flickering glow of a candle, reading letters from soldiers and citizens, thinking carefully about every decision. His face shows both the weight of responsibility and a gentle resolve to do what was right, no matter how difficult. His life was full of quiet moments like this, moments of reflection, of thoughtful consideration, and of steady hope. Picture a peaceful evening, the fire crackling softly in the hearth, as Lincoln reads by its warm light, surrounded by books and the calm silence of night. Outside, the world is still, and inside, a leader is quietly planning for a future where kindness and justice might finally prevail. What Lincoln teaches us is that true strength often comes not from loudness or force, but from patience and compassion. Leadership can be soft, steady, and full of quiet hope. It is in the slow and thoughtful actions, in the gentle words, and in the calm persistence that great change can happen. As you listen to this story, imagine the peace that fills the air when hope is held steady even through the storms. Feel the calm resilience in every breath, the soft strength that grows when kindness guides the way. Let this spirit of quiet endurance and gentle courage settle over you, like a warm blanket on a cool evening. And now, as you prepare to rest, carry with you the gentle light of Lincoln's patient leadership, a light that shines quietly yet powerfully, guiding us toward peace, unity, and understanding. Breathe slowly and deeply, feeling your body relax as the story drifts softly into the quiet night. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the steady comforter. Now, as the gentle flow of time carries us onward, we arrive at a new chapter in the peaceful story of America's leaders. This is the era of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a man whose life and leadership became a source of steady comfort for millions during some of the most trying days in the nation's history. Imagine, if you will, a cozy room bathed in warm, soft light. A crackling fireplace casts gentle shadows on the walls, and outside, a quiet night stretches across the countryside. Inside, a radio softly hums, carrying a familiar voice, calm, steady, and reassuring. This is Franklin D. Roosevelt speaking to his fellow citizens, inviting them to breathe deeply, to hold on to hope, and to believe that even in the darkest moments, there is light ahead. Roosevelt's story is one of grace, patience, and quiet strength. Though he faced his own personal challenges, including a serious illness that left him unable to walk unaided, he never let these difficulties dim his resolve or his warmth. Instead, he met each day with gentle courage, always mindful of the people he served, and the future he wished to help build. Picture Roosevelt seated comfortably, his voice carrying across the airwaves in what came to be known as his fireside chats. These talks were more than just words. They were moments of connection, of calm in a storm. His soft tone and thoughtful manner helped ease the worries of families struggling through the Great Depression, a time when many were uncertain about what the next day would bring. During those years, Roosevelt understood that healing could not be rushed. Like a gardener tending a fragile seedling, he carefully planted programs and plans designed to help the country slowly grow stronger again. This was the New Deal, a series of thoughtful actions meant to bring relief, recovery, and hope. Imagine small farms tucked quietly among rolling hills, where families once again began to plant their fields and nurture their land. Picture towns where workers found new opportunities, and communities came together with renewed purpose. Each step forward was gentle but steady, a reminder that healing and growth are processes that unfold in their own time. Roosevelt's leadership was marked by this patient, nurturing spirit. He believed that even the toughest challenges could be met with kindness and perseverance. The slow work of rebuilding was not glamorous or fast, but it was real and lasting. Like the steady rhythm of a calm heartbeat, his vision encouraged people to keep moving forward, even when the way was uncertain. Beyond the policies and programs, Roosevelt's greatest gift was his ability to inspire comfort and confidence through his presence alone. His smile, his steady gaze, and the warmth in his voice made people feel seen and supported. Imagine the quiet reassurance in a mother's eyes as she listens to Roosevelt's words, feeling a gentle calm settle over her heart. His calm determination reminds us that true leadership is not always about loud declarations or rapid changes. Sometimes, it is about being a steady light in the darkness, a voice that reminds us to hold on to hope, to kindness, and to one another. As you listen to this story, picture yourself in a peaceful home on a quiet evening. The soft glow of a lamp fills the room, and outside, the stars begin to twinkle gently in the sky. Let the steady rhythm of Roosevelt's leadership wash over you like a soothing tide, bringing comfort and rest. Imagine breathing in this calm spirit, feeling the strength that comes from patience, warmth, and quiet courage. Let these feelings settle deeply within you, like soft earth cradling a growing seed. Roosevelt's life and legacy teach us that even when faced with great trials, we can find peace by moving forward slowly and surely. That by nurturing hope and caring for one another, we create a foundation that can carry us through any storm. Now, as the night gently deepens and the world around you grows still, let the steady comfort of Franklin Delano Roosevelt's story guide you into a place of calm rest and gentle dreams. Breathe slowly and deeply, knowing that you are surrounded by quiet strength and warm reassurance. And with this, we softly close the chapter on a leader who showed us how to face hard times with gentle courage, as we prepare to continue our restful journey through history. Theodore Roosevelt, the gentle explorer. Now, let your mind wander softly back to the turn of the 20th century, to a time when the world was changing quietly yet steadily. This is the era of Theodore Roosevelt, a man full of boundless energy and spirit, but also one who found deep peace in the gentle embrace of nature. Though history often remembers Roosevelt as a vigorous and adventurous leader, a rough rider charging forward with determination, there was another side to him, one that was calm, thoughtful, and deeply connected to the natural world. Imagine that side as we step into a soft, sunlit forest, where Roosevelt walked quietly beneath the canopy of leaves, listening closely to the sounds of the earth. The sun filters softly through the branches overhead, creating dappled patterns of light on the forest floor. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the gentle scent of pine and earth. Birds sing their peaceful melodies, small rustlings from the bushes hint at the life moving gently nearby. In this serene place, Roosevelt found a quiet refuge, a space to reflect and to connect with the slow, steady rhythms of nature. He was more than just a leader, he was a champion of the outdoors. He understood the importance of protecting the land, not only for himself but for all the generations yet to come. Roosevelt worked carefully and thoughtfully to establish national parks, forests, and wildlife refuges, places where the quiet beauty of the natural world could be preserved and shared. Picture a map unfolding gently, showing vast stretches of wilderness saved by Roosevelt's careful hands, Yosemite, Yellowstone, and the Grand Canyon among them. These parks became peaceful sanctuaries, places where people could go to breathe deeply, to wander slowly, and to find a gentle calm away from the noise of everyday life. His leadership was filled with a strong sense of purpose, but also with a deep respect for patience and balance. Roosevelt believed that true strength comes not only from bold actions and hard work, but also from understanding and caring for the world around us. Just as the trees grow tall and strong over many years, nourished by quiet seasons of rain and sun, so too did Roosevelt value slow and steady growth. Now, picture a peaceful morning by a still lake, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting the soft pastel colors of dawn. Roosevelt is there, quietly canoeing across the water, his paddle dipping gently into the calm lake. The splash is soft and rhythmic, joining with the whisper of a gentle breeze that stirs the leaves along the shore. In moments like these, Roosevelt found clarity and calm. The natural world reminded him of life's gentle cycles, the ebb and flow of seasons, the quiet persistence of rivers carving through stone, and the subtle unfolding of life in every flower and leaf. This balance between action and reflection guided Roosevelt in his leadership, helping him navigate a nation growing and changing at a steady pace. Imagine Roosevelt sitting by a campfire under a wide-open sky, the stars twinkling softly overhead. The warmth of the fire flickers gently across his face as he listens to the quiet sounds of the night, the rustling of animals in the brush, the distant call of an owl. These moments of peaceful solitude grounded him, reminding him of the importance of harmony between people and harmony between humanity and the earth. This harmony was a theme that ran through Roosevelt's life and work. He encouraged others to explore and appreciate the natural world, to walk slowly through the woods, to pause and listen to the gentle pulse of the planet beneath their feet. He understood that protecting nature was also about protecting ourselves, and that by caring for the earth we care for the future. As you breathe deeply and imagine this gentle scene, let Roosevelt's quiet love of nature inspire a calm feeling within you. Feel yourself rooted like a strong tree, steady and sure, yet flexible enough to sway with the softest breeze. Sense the peaceful wonder in the slow unfolding of life, and the quiet strength in knowing that sometimes the greatest power is found in patience and care. Let your breath move slowly, like the gentle waves of a calm lake, in and out, steady and even. Picture the soft sunlight warming your skin and the cool forest air filling your lungs. Imagine yourself walking slowly beside Roosevelt, feeling the earth beneath your feet and the quiet encouragement of the trees around you. This chapter of history, filled with gentle exploration and thoughtful protection, offers a quiet reminder. Life's deepest joys often come from the simplest and softest moments. And sometimes the most lasting changes begin not with noise or haste, but with quiet care and steady hearts. Now, as the story gently fades into the stillness of the evening, carry with you the gentle spirit of Theodore Roosevelt, the explorer who knew the value of calm, the strength of patience, and the beauty of the natural world. Breathe slowly and deeply, allowing yourself to sink into this peaceful feeling, ready to rest and dream. Woodrow Wilson, the thoughtful scholar. Now gently allow your thoughts to drift to a quiet, cozy study. Imagine a room lined with tall shelves filled with books, leather-bound volumes with gold lettering, worn pages softly whispering stories from centuries past. This is the place where Woodrow Wilson, the thoughtful scholar and leader, spent much of his time. It was here, in the quiet hours of the day and night, that he pondered the great challenges facing his country and the world. Picture Wilson seated at a sturdy wooden desk, illuminated by the soft, flickering light of a candle. The glow casts warm shadows, making the room feel peaceful and inviting. His hand moves slowly and deliberately, carefully writing letters, speeches, and notes. Each word is chosen with care, reflecting a mind devoted to thoughtfulness and purpose. Wilson was a man who deeply believed in the power of knowledge and education. Before becoming president, he was a professor and a university president, someone who valued learning as a way to improve both individuals and society. His calm and measured approach to leadership was rooted in this love of wisdom. He saw his role as one not of haste or force, but of careful guidance through times of great change. Imagine the soft scratch of his pen as it glides across paper, the gentle sigh of pages turning as he researches ideas about government, history, and peace. Wilson's mind worked patiently, always searching for solutions that would bring fairness and understanding, rather than conflict and division. As the world around him shifted and changed, Wilson took on the weighty task of leading his country through the difficult years of the First World War. Though the war was a time of hardship and loss for many, Wilson's vision was filled with hope. He believed deeply that peace was possible, that nations could find ways to settle their differences without resorting to violence. Picture Wilson walking slowly through a quiet garden, the leaves gently rustling in a soft breeze. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the scent of blooming flowers and damp earth. In this peaceful setting, Wilson reflects on his dream for a better world, one where countries come together in cooperation, where justice and fairness guide the actions of leaders, and where the bonds of friendship replace the shadows of war. This vision became known as the League of Nations, an idea born from Wilson's hope for lasting peace. He spoke gently but clearly, sharing his belief that all nations should have a voice, that disagreements could be settled through talk and understanding rather than conflict. Though the path was long and full of obstacles, Wilson's steady resolve and hopeful spirit shone like a quiet light in a darkened room. Imagine the soft rustling of the garden leaves as Wilson pauses beneath a blooming tree, looking up at the sky where birds glide calmly across the pale blue. The gentle sounds of nature seem to echo his careful hopes for harmony and goodwill among nations. This peaceful scene invites you to breathe deeply and slowly, letting your mind relax with the calm rhythm of the natural world. Wilson's leadership reminds us that even in times of great challenge, a calm and steady mind can seek understanding and light. His approach was not about rushing to answers or forcing change, but about thoughtful listening, careful planning, and patient hope. Now, imagine sitting quietly by Wilson's side in that serene garden. Feel the gentle warmth of the sun on your skin and the cool shade of the leaves overhead. Let the peacefulness of this place fill you with calm and comfort. Breathe in slowly, and as you exhale, release any tension or worry. With each breath, let the quiet wisdom of Woodrow Wilson fill your mind with peaceful thoughts. Allow yourself to be carried gently on the current of his thoughtful leadership, feeling safe and secure in the knowledge that kindness and understanding can guide even the most complex journeys. As the stars begin to twinkle softly in the evening sky, imagine the quiet glow of candlelight inside Wilson's study, where the gentle work of hope and peace continues. Let this warm and steady light be a beacon for your own rest, guiding you gently toward calm and gentle dreams. Now, as you settle deeper into comfort, know that the story of Woodrow Wilson, the thoughtful scholar, is a quiet reminder that sometimes the softest voices hold the greatest strength, and that with patience, care, and a hopeful heart, we can find peace even in the most challenging times. Breathe deeply once more, slowly and softly, and allow yourself to drift into rest, carried by the gentle spirit of a leader who believed in the power of wisdom and peace. Dwight D. Eisenhower, The Steady Guide. Now, settle into a peaceful moment, and imagine yourself in a quiet, orderly office bathed in soft, natural light. This is the workspace of Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man known for his calm precision and steady leadership during a pivotal time in history. The room is simple but comfortable, with neat stacks of papers, maps laid out carefully across the desk, and a few personal touches here and there. A small plant, a framed photograph, a gentle reminder of life beyond the work. Eisenhower was a leader who valued balance and steadiness above all. His quiet confidence was never rushed or brash, but always thoughtful and measured, like the gentle flow of a steady river. As you picture him sitting there, reviewing plans and documents, his expression is calm and composed, knowing the importance of taking careful steps forward. especially during times of great change and uncertainty. Imagine the soft rustle of paper as he turns a page, his eyes focused but relaxed. There is a deliberate patience in his actions, a sense that progress is best made not through haste, but through steady, thoughtful effort. Eisenhower understood that leadership is as much about listening and understanding as it is about deciding and acting. His leadership style was rooted in balance, between firmness and kindness, between courage and caution. During his presidency in the mid-20th century, Eisenhower worked quietly to build bridges, both at home and abroad. He sought calm progress, encouraging mutual respect and cooperation between nations, as well as unity within the country. His steady hand guided America through the complexities of the Cold War era, infrastructure development, and social change, always striving to keep the nation moving forward with a calm and steady pace. Now shift your mind gently to a different scene, a peaceful garden on a warm, gentle afternoon. Imagine Eisenhower there, not as the commander-in-chief, but simply as a man who finds joy in the simple pleasures of life. His love for gardening and painting reveals a softer side, reminding us that even those with the heaviest responsibilities need moments of quiet joy and personal care. Picture the garden around you, soft colors blooming quietly in the sunlight. Delicate petals unfurling slowly, leaves shimmering with a light breeze. The air is warm but not hot, filled with the gentle scent of earth and flowers. There is a natural calm here, a peaceful rhythm that invites you to slow down and breathe deeply. Eisenhower might be seated nearby, tending to a small patch of flowers or quietly working on a brushstroke in his painting. His movements are unhurried, full of gentle care and attention. In these moments, the great leader steps away from the weight of decisions and power to simply be present with the world around him. As you imagine sitting beside him in this tranquil space, allow yourself to feel the same calm balance that guided Eisenhower's life. His example encourages us to find harmony in our own days, blending work with rest, activity with reflection, responsibility with moments of peace. This balance is like a steady guide within us, reminding us that strength often comes from a calm and centered heart. Feel this calmness growing inside you, spreading quietly like the soft light filtering through leaves. It is steady and reassuring, like a gentle hand on your shoulder, guiding you forward without rush or pressure. Let this feeling become a gentle rhythm in your breath, slow, even, and peaceful. Eisenhower's life also shows us the importance of perseverance, of holding steady through challenges and uncertainty. Just as a gardener patiently tends to each plant, knowing growth takes time and care, so too did Eisenhower approach leadership with the understanding that meaningful progress is gradual and requires steady attention. In this way, his story becomes a quiet lesson in patience and hope. When the world feels fast or overwhelming, we can return to this peaceful garden of balance and steadiness, where progress unfolds gently and surely. Imagine the sun now beginning to lower in the sky, casting a warm golden glow over the garden. Shadows lengthen softly and the air cools just a little. The colors around you deepen and blend in a calm evening palette. Eisenhower rises slowly, taking one last look at the blooming flowers and the quiet beauty of the day. With a gentle nod, he invites you to carry this steady calm with you, into your evening, into your rest, and beyond. The steady guide is always within reach, a quiet strength you can call upon whenever you need. Now take a slow, deep breath in, feeling the calm fill your lungs, and breathe out, releasing any tension or busy thoughts. Let your body relax further with each breath, sinking comfortably into your resting place. As you prepare to drift into peaceful sleep, know that the spirit of Dwight D. Eisenhower, steady, balanced, and quietly strong, is here with you. His calm confidence and gentle care can help guide your dreams and bring you deep rest. Let your breath slow even more, soft and steady, as you settle into the gentle night, safe and at peace. John F. Kennedy, the soft-spoken dreamer. Now, slowly let your mind drift to a brighter time, a time filled with the quiet promise of a new dawn. Imagine the soft morning light gently spilling over the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow across a calm sea. This is the world of John F. Kennedy, a leader whose voice was soft yet carried hopeful dreams for the future. Kennedy was a man who didn't need to shout to be heard. His charm was gentle, and his words flowed like quiet waves, touching hearts and minds with a calm, steady optimism. His speeches were not harsh commands but rather soft invitations. Invitations to believe in a better tomorrow, to work together in harmony, and to dream with quiet courage. Picture him standing alone on a peaceful beach just as the sun begins to rise. The water glistens softly, and the gentle waves lap against the shore in a slow, soothing rhythm. Kennedy's eyes gazed thoughtfully toward the horizon, filled with a calm determination. In this moment he is not just a leader of a nation but a dreamer, someone who envisions a world where people come together in peace and purpose. He believed deeply in the power of unity, that when people join hands, even the biggest challenges can be met with hope and grace. His vision was one of progress, not rushed or forced, but unfolding like the gentle opening of a flower petal. He spoke of peace and discovery, of reaching beyond the familiar to touch the stars, all while grounding his hopes in the simple goodness found in everyday kindness. Imagine sitting beside that calm ocean, feeling the fresh, salty breeze brush softly against your skin. The waves roll in slowly, their steady rhythm matching the slow, peaceful beat of your heart. Here, in this quiet moment by the sea, Kennedy's gentle hopes wash over you like a soft tide, inviting you to relax and let go. Though his time as president was brief, the echo of his dreams lingers still. Kennedy encouraged a nation to look forward with gentle confidence, to dare to dream softly but boldly, just like someone preparing to take the very first step on a new journey. His words remind us that it is okay to have quiet dreams, to nurture them gently, and to trust that even small beginnings can lead to great things. Now, feel yourself sinking deeper into comfort, like the soft sand beneath your feet on that tranquil beach. Let the peaceful sound of the waves become a lullaby, each gentle crash a whisper of hope and calm. Imagine Kennedy's voice, soft and steady, encouraging you to rest and to dream without worry or haste. His famous words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," become a quiet call to kindness and care, not a demand but a gentle invitation to be part of something greater with love and calm intent. It is a reminder that even small actions, done quietly and thoughtfully, can help build a better world. Think now of the night sky above that peaceful ocean. The stars begin to twinkle faintly, their soft light mirrored in the calm waters below. The moon casts a gentle silver glow, wrapping everything in a blanket of peaceful light. This serene scene invites your mind to settle, to rest, and to dream deeply. Let your breath slow down as you imagine walking slowly along that shore, the cool water touching your toes with each wave. Each step is light and easy, moving in time with the gentle rhythm of the sea. The world feels safe and quiet here, held in a peaceful embrace. As you continue your walk, You carry with you Kennedy's spirit, the spirit of the soft-spoken dreamer who believed in hope, in courage, and in the gentle strength of kindness. His example reminds us that dreaming is not about noise or haste but about quiet belief and patient action. Allow your thoughts to float freely, carried by the calm energy of this moment. Let the gentle waves of hope and peace wash over you, clearing away any restless worries or hurried thoughts. Your mind can rest now, soft and light, ready to drift into the deep and healing sleep you deserve. Feel your body relax fully, sinking deeper with each breath. The calm ocean, the soft light of dawn, and the steady presence of hope fill your heart with warmth and peace. Here in this quiet place all is well. As you settle into this restful calm, know that John F. Kennedy's gentle dreams are with you, softly guiding you toward peaceful sleep and quiet dreams filled with hope. Now take one last slow, deep breath in, feeling the fresh ocean air fill your lungs, and breathe out, releasing all tension and allowing yourself to be carried gently into the calm night. Sleep well, wrapped in the quiet strength of gentle dreams. Ronald Reagan, the warm storyteller. Now, slowly and gently shift your thoughts to a cozy, inviting room. The kind of room that feels like a quiet refuge from the busy world outside. Imagine the soft glow of a fireplace casting dancing shadows on warm wooden walls. There's a comfortable armchair by the fire, draped with a soft blanket, and sitting there is Ronald Reagan, a man known not just for his leadership but for his warmth and kindness. Reagan's presence feels easy and familiar, like a kindly neighbor who drops by just to share a smile and a gentle word. His voice is soft and reassuring, carrying a calm that settles the mind and eases the heart. It is the voice of someone who believes deeply in the power of optimism and the simple, precious joys of everyday life. Picture yourself sitting close by the fire, feeling the gentle heat on your skin, and hearing Reagan's calm, soothing words as he begins to tell a story. His stories are not loud or hurried, but quiet tales full of hope, friendship, and the beauty found in small moments. Each word is carefully chosen, like a gentle brushstroke on a calm canvas. His laughter, when it comes, is warm and soft like a lullaby for the soul. It carries no rush or tension, just the relaxed joy of sharing a moment with a friend. Imagine that sound filling the room, blending with the crackling fire and the quiet night outside. Reagan's storytelling was always about more than just entertainment. It was a way to connect, to remind people of what truly matters: kindness, understanding, and the belief that tomorrow can be brighter than today. Even in times of change or challenge, he held on to a steady faith in the goodness of people and the promise of the future. As you listen, allow yourself to be carried by this gentle optimism. Imagine the stories as soft waves, washing away any worries or busy thoughts. Feel your body relax more deeply, like sinking into a comfortable chair with a warm blanket wrapped around you. Picture the scene outside the window now. The night sky is clear and calm, with stars twinkling softly like tiny lanterns in the dark. The world feels quiet and safe, held in the gentle embrace of the evening. The moon glows with a calm silver light, adding to the peacefulness all around. Reagan's stories continue, painting pictures of ordinary days filled with simple pleasures. He speaks of children playing in the yard, neighbors sharing a meal, and friends coming together for a quiet conversation. These are moments without rush or worry, moments to be cherished and savored. Imagine the gentle rhythm of his voice as he talks about hope, not the loud, grand kind of hope, but the quiet, steady kind that grows slowly and surely in the heart. This hope is like a small flame, glowing softly, never needing to shout to be seen. As you breathe slowly and deeply, let that warm feeling grow inside you. Feel it spread from your chest down to your fingertips and toes. Let it wrap around you like a soft blanket, comforting and safe. Reagan's leadership was marked by this calm belief in a brighter tomorrow. He reminded people that kindness and warmth could guide the way through even the most uncertain times. His words encourage you to hold on to that warmth, to nurture your own gentle light in the darkness. Now, imagine the fireplace's glow flickering softly as the night deepens. The warmth in the room matches the warmth in your heart. You feel peaceful, calm, and content. Reagan's stories slow now, like the gentle settling of a quiet evening. His voice softens even more, inviting you to let go of any remaining tension. Let his words carry you gently toward rest. Feel your eyelids growing heavy, your breath becoming slow and even. You are safe here, surrounded by kindness and calm. Let this peaceful moment last as long as you like. Know that the spirit of Ronald Reagan, the warm storyteller, is here with you, a steady presence to guide you into deep and restful sleep. As you breathe in once more, feel the comforting embrace of calm wrap around you completely. And as you breathe out, release the day's cares and drift softly toward your dreams. Sleep well, wrapped in warmth and gentle light. James Madison, the Quiet Architect. Now let your thoughts gently carry you back in time to the early 19th century, a quieter, gentler era filled with soft candlelight and the gentle rustle of parchment. Here we meet James Madison, a man often called the father of the Constitution. He was not a man of loud speeches or bold displays, but rather a quiet thinker with a calm mind and a steady heart. Imagine Madison sitting peacefully in a small, warm study. The only light comes from flickering candles that cast a soft, golden glow over stacks of papers and carefully written notes. The air smells faintly of old books and ink, a comforting scent of thoughtful work and patience. His hands move slowly as he arranges his thoughts, each idea like a delicate piece of a puzzle he fits together with great care and gentle precision. Madison's work was not rushed. He believed deeply in balance. The balance of ideas, the balance of power, and the balance between freedom and responsibility. These were not simple concepts, but he approached them with a calm mind, knowing that the future of a new nation depended on the careful crafting of these principles. Picture the great hall where the Constitution was debated and refined. Although the discussions were important, Madison's role was one of steady presence, quietly guiding the conversation toward fairness and understanding. His patience and thoughtfulness helped shape the framework for a government that respected the rights of its people and promoted peace. Now, imagine a calm, sunny afternoon in a peaceful garden. Madison walks slowly along a winding path lined with soft green grass and blooming flowers. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves on the trees, carrying the faint songs of birds hidden among the branches. The air is fresh and sweet and the world feels still and safe. As Madison walks, his mind continues its quiet work. He considers not just laws and rules, but the harmony between individuals and their community. His thoughts move gently like the breeze, weaving together ideas about liberty, justice, and the common good. Feel yourself here beside him, walking slowly on the soft earth. The sounds of nature surround you, the whisper of leaves, the distant call of a bird, the steady rhythm of your own breath. In this calm moment, your thoughts begin to settle, drifting gently like leaves falling onto still water. Madison's calm dedication reminds us that great things are often built not with noise or haste, but through quiet effort and steady hands. Like a gardener tending to a delicate plant, he nurtured the young nation's beginnings with patience and care, knowing that strength grows slowly and surely. Let this thought ease into your mind, that peace and progress come from balance, from listening as much as speaking, and from acting with gentle resolve. Imagine the Constitution itself, not as a harsh, rigid document, but as a living, breathing promise written with careful respect and hope. As you breathe deeply, picture the soft candlelight in Madison's study flickering peacefully, casting dancing shadows that feel warm and safe. Feel the stillness of the room wrap around you like a comforting blanket. Allow your mind to rest here, in this quiet space where great ideas were born in silence. Madison's life was a gentle lesson in patience and thoughtfulness. He knew that lasting change cannot be hurried, and that true strength comes from understanding and cooperation. As you listen to his story, feel yourself becoming more relaxed, more centered, and more at peace. Imagine the soft turning of pages as Madison reviews his notes, each word carefully chosen to protect freedom and promote fairness. His quiet voice, if you could hear it, would speak softly but clearly, reassuring you that all things unfold in their own time. Now, picture a twilight sky settling over the garden, the sun dipping low and painting the clouds with soft pinks and purples. The air cools gently, and the first stars begin to twinkle faintly. The world is calm and still, held in a peaceful embrace. Let your breathing slow as you imagine walking back through the garden with Madison, the path now bathed in the soft light of evening. Each step is slow and easy, each breath a wave of calm washing over you. In this peaceful moment, allow the quiet strength of James Madison, the quiet architect, to fill you with a sense of calm and steady hope. His legacy is a gentle reminder that even the greatest achievements begin with small, thoughtful actions taken in quiet confidence. As your mind drifts, let yourself be carried softly on this calm current. Feel the stillness within you grow deeper with every breath. Know that you are safe, you are steady, and you are ready to rest. Now take one last slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the cool evening air, and breathe out slowly, releasing all tension and welcoming peaceful sleep. Sleep well, wrapped in the quiet strength of gentle thoughts and steady hearts. James Monroe, the gentle peacemaker. Now, softly and slowly, let your mind settle as we turn to a new story, a story about calm, peace, and friendship. It is the story of James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States, a man who became known as a gentle peacemaker during what came to be called the era of good feelings. This was a time when the country moved forward with a quiet sense of hope and unity, a moment when differences softened and cooperation took center stage. Imagine Monroe sitting in a bright, sunlit room, its windows open to a gentle breeze carrying the scent of blooming flowers. The sunlight streams in warm and comforting, touching every corner with a soft glow. In this peaceful space, Monroe's voice is calm and steady, full of kindness and gentle wisdom. He speaks quietly about the importance of trust, between neighbors, between states, and between nations. Monroe believed deeply in the power of friendship and cooperation. He understood that peace does not come from force or loud declarations, but from patient listening, mutual respect, and the willingness to work together toward common goals. His leadership was like the steady hand of a gardener, tending carefully to the young nation's growth, encouraging harmony and balance. Picture Monroe's message as a soft light shining across the land, inviting people to come together in understanding. It was a message that encouraged the United States to stand strong, not through conflict, but through unity and peaceful relations with others. His vision was one where strength and kindness walked side by side, and where peace was a foundation for progress. Now let your mind drift to a quiet lakeside, a place of calm and natural beauty. The water is smooth and still, reflecting the gentle colors of the sky, a blend of soft blues, pinks, and golds as the day moves toward evening. Imagine Monroe strolling slowly along this shore, his footsteps quiet on the soft earth. The breeze plays lightly with the leaves on the trees, and the air is fresh with the scent of pine and wildflowers. As Monroe walks, his thoughts are filled with hope for a peaceful future, a future built on understanding and respect among people and nations. He believes that when we listen carefully to one another and seek common ground, we create a world where kindness and trust can flourish. Feel yourself walking beside him now, moving gently through this serene scene. The calm water mirrors the peaceful sky, and the world feels safe and still. The soft sounds of nature, the lapping of the water, the rustling of leaves, and the distant call of a bird, surround you like a gentle lullaby. Monroe's story is more than history, it is an invitation. An invitation to find peace in our own hearts by embracing kindness and thoughtful connection with those around us. His life shows us that even in times of change or uncertainty, gentle actions and calm intentions can help life flow smoothly, like a quiet, steady stream winding its way through the landscape. As you breathe in this soft peace, imagine it filling your entire being. With each slow breath, feel your mind growing quieter, your spirit calmer. Let the gentle waves of tranquility wash over you, carrying away any tension or busy thoughts. Monroe's presidency reminds us that leadership is not always about grand speeches or dramatic gestures. Sometimes, it is about the quiet strength of compassion, the patient work of building bridges, and the humble belief that peace is possible. It is about choosing harmony and understanding as the path forward. Think now of a small campfire by the lakeside as twilight deepens. The fire's warm glow flickers gently, casting soft shadows and adding a comforting light to the gathering dusk. Monroe's presence by this fire feels steady and warm, like a guardian of peace and hope. The crackling of the fire blends softly with the sounds of the night, an owl's distant hoot, the whisper of wind through the trees, the gentle rustle of the grass. These peaceful sounds create a calm rhythm that soothes the mind and invites rest. As the stars begin to appear in the clear night sky, twinkling softly like tiny lanterns, feel yourself sinking deeper into comfort and ease. Imagine the peaceful lake reflecting these stars, a mirror of calm and beauty. In this quiet moment, allow the gentle spirit of James Monroe, the peacemaker who valued friendship and calm, to fill you with a sense of hope and stillness. His story is a gentle reminder that peace begins within us, in the choices we make to be kind, patient, and understanding. As your breath slows and your body relaxes more deeply, imagine the soft moonlight bathing the world in silver light, wrapping everything in a quiet, peaceful embrace. Now take a slow, deep breath in, feeling the calm around you grow stronger. As you breathe out, release any remaining worries or distractions. Let the gentle peace of this moment carry you softly toward rest. Sleep well, wrapped in the quiet harmony of gentle thoughts and the peaceful hope of a world filled with kindness. John Adams, The Steady Voice. Now, as you breathe in slowly and comfortably, allow your thoughts to shift gently to a man known for his steady voice and quiet, thoughtful conviction. John Adams, the second President of the United States. Imagine him not as a loud or brash figure, but as a calm, deliberate presence who spoke with respect, careful thought, and deep belief in the principles that would guide a new nation. Picture Adams in his study on a cool evening. The room is softly lit by the warm glow of a single oil lamp, casting gentle shadows on the wooden desk scattered with parchment and ink pots. His hand moves slowly and purposefully, guiding a quill across the paper as he writes letters filled with careful words. His voice, if you could hear it, would be steady and reassuring, full of a calm conviction born from years of thoughtful reflection and dedication. Adams was a man who believed in the power of laws and principles to protect freedom, not through force or loud declarations, but through reason and respect for others. He worked patiently, sometimes quietly, to build a foundation for a nation where everyone could have a voice, a place to belong, and a promise of fairness. Imagine now a peaceful morning. The sun rises gently over a wide orchard where John Adams takes a slow, mindful walk. The air is fresh and cool, filled with the soft scent of blooming apple blossoms and wildflowers. Birds sing quietly in the trees, their melodies light and soothing. The ground beneath Adams' feet is soft, cushioned by grass still touched with dew from the night. As he walks, Adams reflects on the importance of steady conviction, the quiet strength that comes from knowing what you believe and holding on to it gently without forcing or rushing. His mind moves calmly, like a slow river flowing through the orchard, steady and sure. Think of the orchard as a symbol for the new nation itself, full of potential and promise, needing patient care and careful tending. Adams' calm footsteps echo softly on the earth, a gentle reminder that lasting progress often comes not from haste, but from quiet perseverance. Feel yourself walking beside him now, breathing in the fresh air and letting your own thoughts become slow and peaceful. The calm rhythm of your breath matches the steady pace of Adams' steps, and your mind begins to relax into this serene moment. John Adams' story reminds us that being a steady voice in times of uncertainty is a gift. It is a way to bring calm to chaos, to listen with respect, and to act with thoughtful care. His life teaches us that leadership can be gentle, patient, and full of quiet dignity. Imagine now Adams seated beneath a large old tree in the orchard, its branches stretching wide and offering cool shade. The sunlight filters softly through the leaves, creating a dappled pattern on the ground. Here he pauses, resting his hands gently on his knees and looking out over the peaceful landscape. This moment of stillness reflects his approach to life and leadership, measured, calm, and filled with respect for others. Even when faced with challenges or disagreements, Adams chose to listen and respond with kindness and reason. Let this gentle image settle into your mind, like a soft and steady heartbeat. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and the whisper of the breeze through the leaves, wrapping you in a calm embrace. As your breathing deepens, picture Adams' steady voice filling your thoughts, like a quiet melody that soothes and reassures. It is a voice that encourages patience, understanding, and respect, qualities that help us navigate even the most difficult moments with grace. Think now of the letters Adams wrote, careful words sent across distances to friends and leaders, meant to build bridges and foster unity. Each sentence was chosen with care, a testament to his belief in the power of calm communication. Allow yourself to imagine holding one of those letters, feeling the texture of the paper and the gentle strokes of ink. The message is clear and kind, inviting peace and thoughtful action. As the day moves toward evening, the orchard grows quieter. The sky softens to shades of pink and lavender, and the air cools gently. Adams rises slowly and begins his walk back, his steps unhurried and full of purpose. Feel yourself walking back with him now, moving slowly through the soft grass and under the tall trees. The peacefulness of the orchard, the steady rhythm of your breath, and the gentle presence of Adam's steady voice all combine to calm your mind and soothe your spirit. As night falls, imagine the stars appearing one by one in the clear sky above. Their soft twinkle is like a quiet promise of hope and guidance, shining down on a world growing still. With each breath, let yourself relax more deeply, carried by the steady strength of John Adams, a voice of calm conviction, respect, and gentle leadership. Take one last slow, deep breath in, feeling the peacefulness fill you completely. As you breathe out, let go of any tension, any worries, and prepare to drift softly into restful sleep. Sleep well, wrapped in the warmth of steady words and calm hearts. Harry S. Truman, The Honest Friend. Now, as you settle deeper into calmness, gently shift your thoughts to a man known for his honesty, straightforwardness, and sincere heart. Harry S. Truman, the 33rd President of the United States. Imagine him as a quiet friend, someone you could trust to speak plainly and kindly, guiding a nation through times that required healing, steady progress, and a steady hand. Picture Truman sitting quietly in a simple, cozy room. The soft glow of a lamp illuminates the space with a warm, inviting light. The walls around him are modest, filled with books and a few personal items that speak of a life grounded in common sense and integrity. His voice, if you could hear it now, would be calm and direct, free of unnecessary flourish or grand speeches. It would be a voice of honest kindness, speaking plainly about what truly matters: trust, friendship, and doing what is right even when it is difficult. Truman believed deeply in the power of honesty, not only as a personal value but as a foundation for leadership. He knew that trust is built slowly, like a garden growing through seasons of care and attention. And so he worked patiently to bring the nation together after a period marked by great challenge and change. Imagine a country still healing from difficult times, needing calm and steady progress rather than hurried decisions or dramatic changes. Truman's leadership was like the gentle turning of a page, inviting the people to look forward with quiet hope. His decisions were made with a clear heart and a calm mind, focused on unity, peace, and the steady work of rebuilding. Now, picture a quiet evening scene, a peaceful garden bathed in the soft light of a waxing moon. Truman walks slowly along a narrow path, the gentle rustle of leaves beneath his feet blending with the soothing whisper of a mild breeze. The garden is full of simple beauty: low shrubs, blooming flowers, and the sweet scent of jasmine carried lightly through the air. Above, the stars shine softly, their distant light like small promises scattered across the night sky. This quiet walk is a moment of reflection and calm, a gentle pause in a busy life. The stillness of the garden, the softness of the air, and the honest presence of Truman himself all create a feeling of peaceful assurance. As you imagine walking beside him, let the soothing sounds of the night wrap around you like a warm blanket. The leaves stir gently, the air feels fresh, and the soft glow of the stars guides your steps. In this quiet, shared moment, there is a sense of trust and friendship that transcends words. Truman's simple, sincere style of leadership teaches us the quiet strength found in truthfulness. It reminds us that honesty can be a gentle but powerful force, one that helps build bridges, ease fears, and create peace. His example shows us that real friendship and real leadership come from being open, dependable, and true to one's word. Let your breath slow now, matching the calm rhythm of that peaceful garden walk. Each inhale brings in quiet confidence. Each exhale releases any tension or worry. Feel your mind growing still, your heart settling into a calm, trusting space. Imagine the comforting feeling of having a steady friend like Truman by your side. Someone who speaks plainly but with kindness, who values honesty as a path to peace. His presence invites you to embrace your own calm and clarity, to trust yourself, and to find strength in simple truths. Now, picture Truman back in his room, writing a letter by the soft light of his lamp. His hand moves carefully, each word chosen with care, meant to encourage and reassure. The letter is a gentle reminder of the importance of loyalty, integrity, and the courage to face challenges with an honest heart. Feel yourself holding that letter, sensing the warmth and sincerity behind the words. Let the calm honesty of Truman's message settle deeply within you, like a quiet flame glowing steadily in the dark. As the night deepens outside the window, the world grows still and quiet. The stars continue their soft shimmer, and the garden rests beneath the moon's gentle gaze. In this peaceful darkness, you are safe, calm, and ready to drift into rest. Allow the spirit of honest friendship, steady kindness, and gentle leadership to fill your mind and heart. Let it wash over you like a quiet tide, soothing and steadying you as you prepare to sleep. Take one last, slow breath in, deep and full, and as you breathe out, release all remaining tension, doubts, or busy thoughts. Feel your body relax fully, your mind growing soft and peaceful. Sleep now, wrapped in the quiet comfort of truth, friendship, and gentle confidence. May the calm honesty of Harry S. Truman's spirit guide you gently into a restful, healing sleep. As we slowly close this chapter and let the story of these remarkable leaders gently settle in your mind, feel a quiet sense of calm and gratitude wash over you. Each president, with their own unique spirit and gentle strength, reminds us of the power of patience, kindness, and steady hope. Let these peaceful reflections carry you softly into a place of deep rest, where your thoughts can drift like a gentle river, slow and untroubled. Feel your body relax further, your breathing becoming smooth and easy. As you listen to the quiet rhythm of your own breath, know that the calm wisdom of history is here with you, a warm, steady light to guide you through the night. Rest now, and when you awaken, carry this gentle peace with you, refreshed and renewed. Good night and sweet dreams.